Here we go up to red line. This is the BMW M Performance LED steering wheel. This is amazing if you drive on track, even in the canyons, it's helpful, or if you just want a really cool shift light. This one has the carbon fiber and Alcantara setup on it. It's about $1,900. It actually came pre-installed on my 2018 M2 LCI by the previous owner. He got this done as soon as he got the car. It is a very cool wheel. Would I spend $2,000 on it? I'm not sure, since I don't track, or rather I haven't tracked this car yet, but I want to walk you through some of the features. So firstly, to turn it on, you hold the left and right thumb buttons and it turns on. Now let's go to some cool clips of it actually in use. So you saw that it has the shift light options, but what you probably don't know is it has a fuel efficiency mode, which I find hilarious, but it actually does work. So if I enter into that, you'll see that we have a trip timer. So this is trip 1. It has our average miles per hour. I just reset it, but it would show up there. Then we have our fuel efficiency score or percentage, and then we have our oil and coolant temps. So that is fuel efficiency mode, and here's how it works in practice. Hopefully you can see those green lights flashing. That's fuel efficiency mode telling me, hey, shift up. This is not fuel efficient. So as I shift up, it goes away. But if I go past a certain RPM, you'll see that they'll come back. It'll tell me to shift again. Now let's back out. So we're going to hold the left button here. It's going to go to the main menu, and we have our 4 options. So we have fuel efficiency, we have timer, we have track mode, we have our settings. Let me show you the settings before we go into the timer and track mode. So in the settings, we can scroll through our 8 different options. So the options to go through any menu system in here, you go left to go left, right to go right, and then the right button, when you hold down, that's enter. So this would be to go to a brightness setting. To go back to the main would be holding left. So this is like enter and backspace. So we're going to enter. I'm going to show you the brightness here. So we have the brightness of our LED lights, which is really cool. So we could turn it up, we could turn it down, and you can even turn the lights all the way off if you only want the center screen for oil and coolant temps or your fuel miles per gallon, things like that. So I'm going to leave mine right where it was. One gripe I have is that it doesn't automatically dim at night, and this display, even on the lowest setting right here, this is too bright at night. It starts hurting your eyes, so I actually end up not using the wheel very much at night, but I do like to keep it around full brightness for the screen during the day. Now, once you've driven for a while, this screen will actually turn off, but the steering wheel lights will still stay on, and then you can just tap either one of the buttons and the screen comes on, just if you don't need to know your current coolant and oil temps or your miles per gallon, etc. So we have that. We have our options for miles per hour, kilometers per hour. We have Celsius or Fahrenheit. We have the US or UK miles per gallon. And then we have fuel efficiency mode sensitivity. And here's the important part. Here's where we can set our red line. So we can go all the way up to, I believe, 8,600. Maybe it even goes to 10,000, 9,900. So depending on the car, you can set your red line settings there, and it starts giving you the shift lights about 1,000 RPM before. So I'm going to leave mine at about 6,300. And then when you fully surpass 6,300, it starts flashing bright red, tells you to shift up. Here we have our units for our G meter. So every 0.10, you could have this go up, every 0.15, 0.2, etc. I'm going to leave this at 0.1. And then we have our timer settings as well. So we could do memory or track. So I'm actually not sure what the T mode is, but I'm just going to leave that there. As I said, I haven't tracked this car. Now let's go back. Let's go to the timer settings. I'm going to enter into here. Here we have a G meter. So this goes live as you are in a turn. This will show you how many G's you're pulling laterally. And what's cool is that it actually has a memory mode. So if you hold on the right side, you'll see it goes into memory mode, and then we have our turn counter. So basically you can go through the data later and you can see, okay, how many G's did I pull in each corner? So if you're driving the same track over and over again, you can see if you are improving or pulling more G's in a corner. So to get out of this mode, you can see we double tap and it clears the memory. So there we go, it cleared. And then we have our other options here. So we have coolant and oil temp. We have a timer also. So if we want to start a lap timer, you can see it started there. We can start and pause with the right button. So you'll see it's counting 3 seconds, 4 seconds, etc. And then to clear, same thing. We're going to double tap and hold on the right side. That should clear it in a few seconds. It's great because it doesn't like accidentally clear your data a lot, but it is sort of finicky to actually get the timer to clear. So this one's easy. The timer itself, a little bit more difficult. And then if you double hold, oh, it'll clear in this one. Funny because usually when you double hold, like if we held it here, it turns off the display entirely, but I guess not in the track mode, which is good, or in the timer mode. But you can see if we held down here, it turns off the wheel, and now the LED lights and the screen are off. Now finally, let me show you to the track mode. So to turn it on, you'll see one button doesn't do anything. You have to hold both buttons. We're gonna go enter into track mode. We have our lap timer here. So lap 1, we could pause it and clear it. We could go to our G meter here as well. Clear. And then to go to lap 2, let's see, maybe I have to hit a minimum time. Lap 2, then we have our split. Lap 3. And then there's like, I guess, finishing the race. You have your average miles per hour, your G's, things like that. So sorry that it's not the best walkthrough, but that's a mode that I don't really use. So what do I use? I usually just have it set to one of these modes. I'll usually have the G meter, or rather the temps up, and then I use it as a shift light. So that is a walkthrough. Hopefully it explains some of the stuff. I know if you're looking to track, I didn't do a great job of going through those settings because I don't have the user manual for this, and I also haven't read through one online, and I also haven't tracked the car yet or met anyone else who has the steering wheel. But to use it, I just wanted to show you how it actually works. I like it. Hopefully this helped you make your decision. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Peace.